Coming up on today's show, we'll break down that new trailer for Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness.
We'll be walking you through the week's big releases, including Dog.
And we've got a special unlimited card offer coming your way. Welcome to What's On at Cineworld Cinemas. I am Luke Owen.
And yes, it was me. I let the dogs out. Dan Layton.
How are you doing, Dan?
I'm doing well. I'm a bit warm. I went with a jumper today, and now I regret that.
Well, I mean, I assumed you were also very excited for all of the brand new trailers that we've had
Oh,
recently.
that as well.
Yeah.
But primarily, warm.
Oh, okay, so it's the jumper that's making you warm, not
Yeah.
the excitement of new movies.
It's a 1-2 punch, Luke. I can't lie to you.
Okay, that's good to know.
Yeah.
So, because we recorded last week.
We did.
And then not 1 hour later after we were recording, did they drop the new trailer for Jurassic World Dominion.
They did do that.
You don't ever think of the content creators, Universal.
Thanks, guys. Thanks.
And then we had the Superb Owl over the weekend.
Oh, it was there. Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah.
Did you watch the little halftime show?
I did, of course I did.
Good.
I'm a man in my mid-30s. That show was designed for me, basically.
Exactly. Mary J. Blige, popping around, family
Absolutely,
affair.
yeah. My dad
What
was-
is a dancery?
A dancery?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Will we ever?
Let us know, comments. But we also had plenty of trailers being released. We had the Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. We also had, Jordan Peele's Nope was released around that weekend. And I know you're super excited to talk about this, the new trailer for Sonic 2.
Oh, I went to the IMAX, but yesterday, and got to see it again.
On IMAX?
And I got to see the big Sonic 2 trailer in IMAX.
Was it like the one with the Death Egg in it?
Yeah.
No, but for real,
I'll be honest, I looked it out.
Daniel!
I had a text to send.
All right, A, why is your phone on, Dad?
Because it was the trailers!
The trailers are an important part of the movie experience, Daniel.
I was on my own. It's fair. Yeah, all right, fine. I hold my hands up. It would not be on during the movie. Just the trailer.
Oh, I mean, I don't know whether I can believe
And
you
it was
now.
before the bit came up at the finish that said, now, please put your phone away. And when the man tells me to put my phone away, I do. I do. Because he scares me.
Always doing what the man tells you. Such a sheep. Okay, I mean, yeah, Sonic 2, for me, biggest trailer of all time.
Huge.
Features the Death Egg,
Yeah.
Sonic v Knuckles, biplane and all that sort of stuff. But we are going to talk about the Doctor Strange trailer. So should we give it a quick watch now?
I would love to give it a quick watch now.
You watched it 3 times yesterday, I
I
believe,
watched
in
it this morning
preparation?
on the way. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've watched it. I am so in. Have you seen the TV spot as well? Yeah, I'm into it.
Yeah,
So let's do it.
I watched it multiple times, but let's give it one more watch, see if there's things we might have missed.
I love a close-up eyes shot.
Oh, then you're going to love this trailer.
Yeah, I
because there's
know.
a buttload
Yeah.
of them.
And the soundtrack as well is. Love the sort of design he's got going on there. His bed sheets, very camp.
I did see someone pointed out that his hands are fixed. They aren't scarred
Yeah.
like they've been in
Okay.
previous movies.
Well, does that mean that he's our Strange? Do you know what I mean?
To protect our world. Is this our world or someone else's?
All of ours.
You opened the doorway between universes, and we don't know who or what will walk through it.
Wong is very serious in this trailer in a way that he kind of isn't in the rest of the franchise.
Yeah.
She looks great.
Multiverse.
Viz had his theories. He believed it was dangerous.
He was right.
I cannot tell you how excited I am for this.
Honestly, it just all is so much.
But, like, Baron Mordo now. Now we're going to get stuff with the Illuminati.
Will not go unpunished.
What's this?
We should tell him the truth.
Who knows?
Who
What
could
that
it
possibly be?
possibly be?
This bit
Yeah.
messes me up.
That's so Sam Raimi.
Yeah.
Things just got out of hand.
Oh, it's just tasty.
Love that Captain Marvel.
You break the rules.
American Chavez. Not Shumagorath. We'll talk about that in a second.
This bit.
I become the enemy.
Back to the WandaVision sets.
Come on.
It doesn't seem fair.
Tasty. That is tasty stuff. Oh.
It's just chef's kiss stuff, isn't
I
it?
have so much time. Do you want to watch it again?
I mean, I probably would just keep watching
Yeah.
it again.
I have all the time in the world. I am. Oh,
I actually did accidentally press start again there.
there you go.
Right, okay, so let's start from the top here.
Please.
And when I say start from the top, let's talk about Professor X.
Okay, we can do that.
Yeah.
Do you know for sure that that's Professor X?
Well,
Or could it
that-
be?
Certainly, I mean, who do you think it is?
Well, I don't know. I just like the
know
idea
what
of just playing with it. What if they're psyching us out and actually Patrick Stewart is just playing someone else entirely? Is that Patrick Stewart's voice? We're accepting that as gospel.
I'm pretty sure. Like, if I'm a betting man, which
Yeah.
I'm not. I'm 99% sure that is Patrick Stewart, that is Professor X, that was a bald head.
It was, and well, at least an ear. Everyone was like, "I'm in."
Yeah, that is 100%
What if it's
Professor X.
what if it's Tilda Swinton's Ancient One doing a really deep voice? Because she's bald.
She is bald.
There you go.
I don't think
I'm
it's
just
Swinton,
trying to mediate any expectations just in case.
No,
Do you
but-
know?
no. I think that is very much being like, by the way, guys.
Oh, P.S.
Yeah.
Just FYI.
You know, like how, I mean, this is a bit of a wrestling thing. We've got some wrestling fans watching this.
Yeah, they've heard of it.
They've heard of this.
There's a crossover.
Like, they talked about how, like, CM Punk coming back to AEW last year was the world's worst kept secret.
Yes.
Like, that is what Professor X in this trailer is.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what's going on. I shouldn't fib anymore. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's in it.
About a month ago, we did an episode on this where we talked about the rumors
Yeah.
for Doctor Strange, which was that we were going to get the MCU version of the Illuminati.
Yes.
Now, the Illuminati in the comics was Iron Man, Doctor Strange, Reed Richards, doing this off memory now, Namor, Black Bolt, and Professor X.
Yes.
But we're going to get a slightly different lineup in this, the MCU version of this.
Mm-hmm.
The lineup that had been rumored was that it was going to be Professor X in his animated series, hovering yellow chair.
Oh, you were very excited about the hovering yellow chair.
I sure was. Haley Atwell's Captain Carter.
Now, did you see the poster? There is, in the poster of Doctor Strange 2, there is the Captain Carter shield.
Is there really?
Yeah.
I saw the Illuminati logo.
There is also, there's a Cap shield and a Captain Carter shield tucked in the bottom corner.
Which really does.
Get into it.
It really does start to like lend credence to the idea that these
So like
rumors
just
are true.
right down here, if you zoom, hold on. Oh no, I don't know if that's the one.
Trust me, it exists. Put it in the edit.
Well, I'll take your word
I
for
promise.
it.
I promise. Looking at it.
Okay,
this
but it says here,
morning.
it's tough to spot, but in the bottom right-hand corner, there's a shard of glass that is reflecting the shield of Captain Carter. Hint, it looks like the Union Jack.
I don't have Wi-Fi on my phone. I really want to prove it. It is there. I
Look,
promise.
someone-
so it's happening.
Someone else is also saying that.
There
as
it
well.
is. There it is.
Also, Monica Rambeau as Captain Marvel, a variant of Monica Rambeau.
Are we establishing Photon? Is that the character's name?
Mm.
Monica Rambeau's character? Is that who that is?
I think it is. I think some people have called that online. Yes.
Right. Okay.
I don't know if that.
I didn't know if we were going there in the MCU or if we're just going to play with her.
But I'm pretty sure that's
As
who
a-
we're seeing in the trailer as
Gotcha.
well, fighting against Wanda.
Yeah.
Some people, I did see someone online say it could have been Tom Cruise's Tony Stark, which we talked about in that episode, but I think it's probably more likely to be the variant Monica Rambeau Captain Marvel.
If it was Tom Cruise.
Chiwetel Ejiofor's Mordo,
Yeah,
who
which-
is in this trailer, and he is the one that says, you will have to pay for the crimes you have committed, which totally makes sense for him to be part of that. And then Balder the Brave, who's probably the least interesting person in this lineup.
Right.
And well, actually, but perhaps the most interesting one is that this Illuminati is going to contain Reed Richards, played by John Krasinski. That we don't know, but we have seen half of those people very much within this trailer.
Yeah.
And the shot of Wanda at the end, where it zooms into her eye, if you kind of look closely at the detail of that, it does look like that is at the Illuminati location.
I'm going to put in a little pin in Wanda because I need to spend at least 60 minutes talking about her.
Okay.
But please do continue.
Which makes me think that Wanda's whole goal here, because she has that line where, it's like, hey, you mess with the multiverse and you're a hero,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
for
yeah,
me,
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
the villain. That doesn't seem fair. Is the climax of this movie her going to try and destroy the Illuminati and destroy this whole sort of setup for it?
Well, this is where that pin is in Wanda for me because this trailer, for me, is all Wanda everything.
Yep.
First of all, looks incredible. Second of all, the delivery of that line is so delicious and almost vaguely Agatha. Okay, I adored WandaVision. It was my very best thing in the world ever, right? So every part of it and what it did for the character, the pathos of it, set her up for this pretty incredible thing. And the idea that she's going to go off and do villainy in some way, or be that kind of anti-hero where it's like, oh, you're so justified and also I really like you, so I'm kind of on your side even though I think what you're doing is wrong.
There was always the kind of tease around WandaVision that people thought they may do the no more mutants line.
Yeah.
Where she basically just, I'm just going to wipe out
Yeah.
a whole, like, a bunch of people.
Yeah.
Like, are we going to get, like, that real villain, Scarlet Witch?
I would love to see, because also in the movie, also in the trailer, you have Doctor Strange playing with what looks to be her chaos magic. So is that some form of, I'm trying to get my head around her, do I have to be the one to sort of stop her kind of thing? I don't know. I'm very intrigued by the idea of her going off still kind of broken, still kind of hurt. And especially because with the, spoilers, end of WandaVision post-credit scene, the idea that, I mean, it's the whole Young Avengers thing in general, but the idea that her kids may exist in some way, shape or form, that's enough to set her off again.
Yeah.
I'm very here for it.
So, we talked about Professor X, talked about the Illuminati, Monica Rambeau as Captain Marvel. I think we could probably rule out that superior Iron Man as Tom Cruise. I'm fairly confident that is just Monica Rambeau.
Just let me drink.
We've also got that what if Doctor Strange, where it's like, things are about to get out of hand.
And we also have little zombie Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that is like, it's really interesting how they've taken the what if series and have now been like, and that is 100% canon, which is how we're going to get Captain Carter into the movie. But also, now I've been calling it Shumagorath whenever I've talked about this with my friends, but I have now been informed it is not Shumagorath.
Okay.
It is actually, they've rebadged it, you fool, to Gargantos.
Which one's that one?
Now, so that is the big squids thing
Oh, yes.
that Doctor Strange is fighting.
Yeah.
So Shumagorath is, I'll just read you this little bit here.
Please.
He was a long-time comic book villain of Doctor Strange, and he is a multiversal being. I know him mostly from Marvel vs. Capcom 2 on the PlayStation.
Okay, good, yeah.
That's where I first encountered Shumagorath and played it as a bunch.
That's some deep lore, yeah.
But apparently they have rebadged it to Gargantos, which is actually a different villain from the Submariner comics, from Namor. And the reason for this, this was a statement made to Comic Book by Heroic Signatures, the owners of Conan the Barbarian and his related characters. They own the rights to the name Shumagorath. Marvel Studios simply didn't ask if they could use it in the movie.
Well, you always got to ask.
So that is why.
So they've done a little bit of IP switching.
Yeah, so the name Shumagorath comes from the prose fantasy story written by Conan creator Robert E. Howard that wasn't published by Marvel, and it predates the Marvel universe.
There you go.
So that is why they have rebadged it, you fool.
Which makes sense. But also, the whole sort of squiddy terror makes me uneasy.
But my point I was going to make was, he was in What If.
Oh, right, okay.
In a few episodes, in fact.
Yeah.
He's in the first episode with Captain Carter.
Yeah.
And then is in the episode with Doctor Strange, Doctor Strange that we get in this movie trailer here. So there's so much like interconnectivity and tying up, which I think we've come to expect from the MCU.
Yeah, but in a way that, I mean, it was the whole thing when they started announcing all of the shows. It was like, okay, which ones am I going to watch? And for me, it was like the end of my time with the MCU as like a super fan. And then WandaVision came out, and I was like,
oh, I'm back.
That was tasty. I'm going to watch all of these. And I think that I actually didn't watch What If. So the idea that they're going, you probably should go and watch that. It's a good time, and also it will come back into play. It's very smart.
I also don't think that anyone expected it to be this pivotal to a movie.
Yeah, well, exactly.
Because What If comics were always just that's what they were. They're just What If, just like hey, what if Karen Page hadn't been killed by Bullseye?
Right.
What if this had happened?
It's a fun little thought experiment.
Exactly, yeah.
But what this is doing is turning it into something that I think that we don't get that much of, and we haven't had for a couple of years because of events, dear boy. But that kind of event cinema, that kind of cultural milestone that Marvel has swum in and become for the longest time. We had it with Spider-Man, and everyone needs to go to the movies and see Spider-Man. they're setting up this film to be exactly that, something that we are all going to be talking about. So you're all going to want to be in that movie theatre, all experiencing it at the same time. It's very smart.
I cannot wait for
I'm really very excited. I might dress up as Scarlet Witch.
I think you'd look really good.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Oh, I know.
But which tiara are you going to wear? Are you going to wear the one from the show or the slightly different one that's appeared in this movie?
The one from the show that looks vaguely China WrestleMania X7. I think that's the one I'm going to go for. Are you going to go as Professor X?
I mean, it's the easiest costume for me to do.
Would you like to talk a little bit more about Professor X?
Oh, I mean, we do have to move on. But
I know, but I'm just allowing you the opportunity.
What I would say about the Professor X thing
Yeah.
is that Marvel did also announce recently X-Men 97, which is the follow-up cartoon to the old 90s X-Men series, which would feature Professor X in his floating yellow chair.
One of these weeks, I'm going to paint these yellow for you.
And if there's one thing that we know about Marvel, is that it's all connected. Anyway, the trailer's great.
It's quite good, yeah. I'll watch it again.
Yeah. Out now this week. Get your Channing Tatum glasses at the ready. Dog is out in cinemas this week. You got to go
I
see
did.
this.
I went to a little screening of it. It's a delightful little movie, I have to say. If you're a dog fan, which I am, you're sort of going to be in because this dog is an absolute star. Dog, it's small case D, dog fan, like a fan of the concept of a dog. Channing Tatum is very, very good. I don't think he really gets his due as often as he should. And this movie is very much about a guy who has issues that need to be healed, a dog that has issues that need to be healed, and how they can sort of find that together. It's very American.
Like Turner and Hooch.
Almost identical too, I would say.
Yeah.
It's very American in its sort of way. It's very American, but it's also really charming, a really good time. I gave it a little cry at the end because I like dogs.
A bit like Turner and Hooch. Also out this week, Uncharted, Death on the Nile, Marry Me, Jackass Forever,
Sing 2, Belfast, Scream, Moonfall, and, would you believe, Spider-Man No Way Home.
Craigie, that's a lot of movies.
It's a big week.
It's a big week,
Yeah,
isn't
and
it?
something I love about this lineup this week is that, and I'm going to apologise up front for saying it like this, but there's something for everyone. There really is, like...
Dan, this is why we bring you here.
But there's
No
something...
one else could have said that and made it sound like a convincing thing to say.
It's true though, because like I think that if you go to the movies, everyone has different tastes. Everyone has different like, oh, I like to see that on this. Everyone has different tastes on different days. You might wake up in the mood for something nice and casual, something very, very, a nice old yarn. Go and see Death on the Nile. You want to see something big and brash and actiony. Go and see Uncharted. You want to see a cinematic event that you're never going to forget for the rest of your life? Go and see Marry Me starring Jennifer Lopez. There's something for everybody.
I do have to ask.
Yeah.
You got to go and see it last week.
I did.
I mean, I know that everyone flooded and flocked to your Instagram review of it. But what did you make of it?
I had such a good time. So I showed up and there was a wall. It was a screening because I'm very special.
Mm-hmm.
There was
Invited
a wall
personally by Jennifer Lopez.
She texted along. There was a wall of champagne. Prosecco, but like there was a wall of like the glasses, and you had to go and you got your own. I had 3 before the film started. I was so excited.
Wow!
At the beginning, Jennifer popped up on screen and she's like, "Thanks so much for coming out to my movie." The audience clapped her. I was so happy. And then during the film, I just was having such a good time. It is that kind of it's a rom-com. It's very self-aware. It's fun and good, and I liked it. And I could see while I was queuing up for the movie, all of these like girl groups, like gangs, little girl gangs, like Sex and the City vibe, and they were all out to have a good time, and they were clapping and laughing and cheering and responding to the movie. It was such a good time, and that is exactly the audience who need to go and see this movie. I had such a good time. I loved it. I'm sorry.
Never apologise for it.
No.
Is it your pick of the week?
No. Plot twist. Because I also went and had another look at Belfast, and it's so good. It's so good. And especially coming off the back of it being showered in nominations across the board.
Yeah.
I think it's really worth making sure you do get out and go and see Belfast, because I gave that 3 cries.
That was what I was going to say as well. Like, I think that's probably my pick of the week, coming off the back of the Oscar noms.
Yeah.
You probably want to go and check it out before it probably wins a buttload of awards.
Yeah, and the thing is, I think when I it was at the film festival in the autumn, and I kind of...
Which you went to because you're special.
I'm so special. And I sort of like shifted it along. I was like, well, that was the one day I didn't get up because here's how unspecial the film festival is. The screenings start at 8 a.m, so you have to be in the queue by like 7 to get a good seat. Well, to get into town by 7, I need to leave at 6, and leaving at 6, I need to be up at 5. Very unglamorous. I can't do that for 12 days in a row. The day I missed was Belfast because I had heard maybe it's kind of fine, and it felt like it was going to be just this sort of Kenneth Branagh project that he wanted to do. No, it's so beautiful. It's so well performed across the cast. It's gorgeously shot. It's so well conceived. It says so much. It's very interesting, especially for something that we don't really fully understand the perspective of, even though it happened within the UK. I just think it's a really important thing to go and see in this particular moment with all of the nominations it's getting.
Also, it's we're in a bit of a unique. Everyone's in a unique situation now, where you can do a Kenneth Branagh double bill.
You can, and I did indeed. I saw Belfast one night. The next morning, I'm up and I'm seeing that big moustache on the screen.
Yeah.
This is not a spoiler. I should tell you, the moustache has an origin story in Death on the Nile. Yes. So if you want to see that, hi thee to your super screen.
That's what I wanted.
Yeah. And also, Uncharted in IMAX or 4DX. I don't know if it's in 4DX. I should check that.
It is. Okay,
Uncharted in IMAX, also a really good time. Or 4DX, throw yourself around, be sprayed with lots of things, and there's a lot of opportunities for spraying.
And I'm hoping that a lot of it is just the scent of Tom Darland.
Oh, come on. The wet t-shirt action alone is worth the price of admission.
And I want to smell his hair gel. Tickets are available now for The Batman. Please do click the links in the video description down below. I mean, we talked about Doctor Strange, we talked about Spider-Man, over on the DC side of things, dead excited for The Batman.
That was another trailer that was on in IMAX before I saw Uncharted.
Did you get a texture in that one?
No, I watched that one. I gave that one.
You watched The Batman, but you didn't watch the Sonic Jet Dan Layton.
I'm sorry, am I betraying you? Am I not allowed to come back?
I will allow you back because Ollie is not free on Thursdays anymore. But
only that reason. Other than that, I'm dead to you. You're not going to send me any messages. No more.
I am going to drag you kicking and screaming to that Sonic 2 screening.
I'll go. I'm very excited. It's my Valentine's Day tradition. I just had a text during that particular trailer, and I'm sorry to you. I'm sorry to this man.
And apologise to Sonic.
And I'm sorry to Sonic. I'm sorry to this hedgehog. Anyway. But the Batman trailer was very good in IMAX. I'm very excited for this. It's on the way. It's so soon.
And if you're planning on seeing Batman again and again and again and again, which I'm sure we are.
At least 4.
A lot of you are going to do as well. Now is the perfect time to sign up for the Cineworld Unlimited card, because if you use the code BATMAN50, you get 50% off your first month.
50. Batman 50.
Batman 50. Or if you use the code BATMAN10, you get 10% off your annual membership.
It's very simple to remember. 10, 50.
Love it, Batman.
All about Batman.
And if you're new to this and you're like, what the heck is an unlimited card? Well, here's a little trailer for you to show you what.
Oh, look at you go.
Thank you.
Going up.
Feel unlimited with the most exciting card you can own.
And you can use that unlimited card for our special unlimited screenings of Ali and Ava on Tuesday, the 22nd of February, and The Phantom of the Open on Monday, the 7th of March, which is just before The Batman, in fact.
I love an unlimited screening because it is the crowd who are just really up for it. And whatever the movie is, you're just going to go and be with a bunch of people who really want to see whatever is being shown. I've seen Parasite on unlimited screening. I saw Moonfall most recently on unlimited screening. It's always a good time.
And we have special screenings coming up soon, including the Royal Opera House's performance of Rigoletto on the 10th of March and on the 26th of February, the 50th anniversary screening of The Godfather.
The Godfather. That was good. I tried. I really I visualized an impression.
Everyone, you're getting some stifled laughter from the gallery.
What you can't see is behind the camera, every face just turned to witness my utter failure to do an impression of
This is why I didn't do it,
Brando.
because I was going to do it to
Yeah.
be like, but I was like, but I'm not going to do it because I'll do it poorly, and then
instead
I'll
you
get.
just open the floor for me to absolutely crumble.
This is what you get for texting during Sonic 2.
Can we go like and change it so that no one remembers that I did that impression? Of...
You want a Doctor Strange?
yeah,
bit?
if we could.
The payoff is no one remembers who downloaded it.
I'd take it at this point. That was too much. It's going to be good fun, The Godfather out in the cinema.
Absolutely, yeah. You can find out more details on all of the films that we've talked about today and get tickets for them using the links in the video description down below. And if you like the waffle that we've got here, there's extra waffle content in the audio podcast version of this show, available on all podcast platforms.
Sometimes we even eat waffles during.
And we respond to your comments left on this video. But until then, I have been Luke Owen.
And I'm going to go and think about what I've done.
And that was What's Up.